What's up? BigHerc916, muscle up. I just picked up the wig splitter Porsche, the 1982 928 wide body. And look, you know, it's been a hell of a journey with this car and so many different mechanics, but the last guy who just touched it, I just left his shop. He dialed in the carburetor, fixed my fan issue because the fans were impacting the ignition, and also the fuel pump. He said I wouldn't get enough fuel. Now the crazy thing is, man, I don't understand why the other people I was dealing with didn't tell me this, you know? And hold on, I'm gonna get on it and see how it feels real quick. More power. It's not stuttering. Yeah. Yeah, I've always felt like the car was lacking, like something was going on. I couldn't figure out what it was. And man, it was just frustrating, you know? And everybody that touches your car, they want to get paid. Okay. Yeah, it feels like a 350 now. It feels like how a old school Corvette or Camaro would kind of, you know, get out of its own way as far as with a small block. I was supposed to initially go LS. I told you guys a story about that before. It got ripped off. So ended up going small block because I have one of these laying around that I was going to use for another project. But yeah, the car feels totally different. The idle's good. It feels smoother on the acceleration. You know, prior to getting the carburetor timing and all that stuff dialed in, I also had the torque converter, the stall increased. I had the rear control arm replaced because somebody had put the coil over in the back upside down. It's crazy, man. And who knows how long that was like that. Yeah, I can drive it now. And the guy actually told me if I would have kept the sniper, he could have had it dialed in even better. So eventually I'll go to the sniper too and go back to him and have him do the work on it. But I'm done dealing with a lot of these other cats, man. I'm over it, man. You know? They don't know what they're talking about. A lot of these people in the game just taking people's money, and it's pathetic, man. It's pathetic. But that's why I do this channel, to, you know, give you guys the insight on what it's like getting cars built. And I'm not no $1 million builder. I haven't been to a shop that's a crazy high-end shop as far as from start to finish. I've got my cars that have been already worked on by other people, so I know it's hard sometimes going behind other people. But if you're in the game, you know, you should be able to diagnose things so that if you are going to touch somebody's car afterwards, you do the right job. And a lot of times people just come in and they want to get your business, but they don't really know what they're doing. And so you end up with some half-assed work. That sounds, man, for a carburetor, it sounds good, man. it puts a smile on my face. I've been restoring this car for like 8 years, man. And I tell you, man, my dream was to build wide body 928s with American V8. I think this is one of the best chassis out there overall, that you could just turnkey and drop a higher output motor in. You know, it's a Porsche, but like I said, the original V8s in these, very expensive, parts are hard to find, so why not swap it and put a nice American V8 in it and have you a European muscle car. And that was my vision, was the European muscle car for the 928, you know, and then throw a wide body on it. And you know, you got handling, you got performance, you don't have to do a chassis swap. The interior is pretty much already, you know, modernized. Maybe you add, you know, a few design cues here and there, but overall, you got a great car, man. And that was my vision for building this 928 as a muscle car. Because the steering's just tight on this. It's my Chevelle, you know, I don't have a aftermarket chassis on it, but it doesn't handle like this car. I can take this through the canyons, and it's I believe it's 49.51 or 51.49. So the balance on a 928 is great. The car has great balancing. I got Brembo brakes on here, big sway bar, so everything else is just on point with this car. And this is going to be my test mule, but when I get ready to build another one, it's going to have at least 700-800 horsepower, and it's going to be right. But I'm happy with it. I can't complain. You know, I built this car during COVID, so getting the interior done, a lot of stuff, you know, people kind of shortchanged me on it because I wasn't there to supervise the build, which I shouldn't have to be. But yeah, man, when I get ready to do the next one, I kind of got the formula down, and my goal is to go with a different, probably a Corvette transaxle. Probably, I don't know, probably a manual, because they, you know, swap out the manuals and the Porsche, and they could do a 996 manual or a Boxer S manual, and yeah, make it happen. But it's just crazy being able to finally, like, in my mind, when you build a car, you have a visualization how you think this car is going to drive. And when it doesn't drive like that, it's like, man, did I just waste all that money and time? But this is probably the best the car has drove since I've had it, leaving this guy's shop. It's man, and like I said, the handling on this thing is tight. It's got coilovers, and it hasn't been a full restoration, so you know, I've kind of swapped out stuff as I needed to, but I feel good being able to drive this to a car show tomorrow and know that it's not gonna break down on me, and I don't have to worry about the fans kicking on and it's throwing off my ignition, because the fans were cutting off the idle on the car. I got these Ron Davis fans, and they're no joke, but you know, when they wired the fans up, man, they didn't think about wiring it, you know, and they're like, well, it was already like, me, why did you fix that if you seen that it was throwing the idle off so that it didn't affect the idle? And then the fuel pump, I got a Holley fuel pump on here now, and the fuel pump is feeding the motor so that now the car is getting enough fuel to feed the higher output. I mean, it's not crazy output. The 350 is not putting out nothing insane. It's more than what the stock 928 was putting out. It's probably, you know, 300 and something, 330, 340, if even that. But you know, it's a cruiser, man. And the fans just kicked in, and dude, my idle didn't jump all over the place, and the volts didn't change. Wow, man. Took all these different mechanics to get to this point. And the idle's on, and it's still, the car is, it's not all over the place. It would want to cut off when the fans would kick on before. And it's running right at about 190 right now. Nice takeoff. Yeah, 928, finally coming together, you guys. The next big move on this, I'm doing the hood. I got a new hood scoop I'm putting on. I got to eventually take it back to paint. I don't know when that's going to happen though, because I still got a car at the paint shop. But it eventually go back to paint. And Sniper 2 down the road, you know, once I get everything else dialed in. I'm not going to build any other cars. I got 3 cars right now that I got to get all fine-tuned, so I'll come back to this Porsche down the road and do a few more upgrades, and then when I build another one, because I'm going to redo the interior in this too, but when I build another one, I'm going to probably go full LS with a supercharger of some sort, and that car right there is going to be a monster. You know, because I don't know if I'm going to take this motor out and put an LS in this. I mean, I've already got so much invested in this car, man. I would probably start with a fresh 928 and redo that one. But sharing this journey with you guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. A lot of people hate, oh man, it's you, this and that. I'm like, you know, whatever, bro. I don't care. I didn't build this car for anybody but myself, man. You know, I didn't build it because the internet said to build it. They didn't put no money into this car. I didn't get no sponsors with this car. This is all my money and my vision as an artist, as a car enthusiast. So I hope you enjoy. Shout out to everybody who leaves a comment. And yeah, man, 928 is back on the road after multiple visits to different mechanics. Muscle up, BigHerc916. Visit BigHerc916.com to pick up a limited edition GTA poster signed by me for $10, or with your purchase of a Wig Splitter Porsche t-shirt, I'll throw in a free poster signed by me for you.